Hey, it's Alvin from Priceline Pharmacy, West Brunswick, and we're coming to you live this Thursday, the 29th of March 2018 for the weekly Ask Alvin show. This is episode number 21. You might be noticing some queer lighting effects that we got happening. I haven't really been able to nail the lighting this episode, but this is not about the lighting and my professional or unprofessional filmmaking skills. It's about the amount of value that I can provide to you, our clients, and our customers and our viewers. So this is a weekly Q&A, which I do. It's a great opportunity, and it's live. This is a great opportunity for anyone who comes on to ask any questions, any wellness-related questions, pharmacy-related questions, and I will do my very best in answering them. So just pop them in the comment section below, and I will answer them for you. I'll see you when it come up. Also, if you're watching the replay of this, please make sure that you put your questions in the comments below also, and on the next episode, I will answer them. So I got to do my disclaimer. This is all general advice only. So whatever I answer here, whatever wellness questions I answer here, I would always press up that by making sure that you seek advice pertaining to your individual condition. So it's all general advice that I'm giving you out here. And if I happen to mention any dosages and anything like that with respect to medication, please make sure you contact your healthcare professional and they will determine the most suitable dose for you. And yeah, that's it. So make sure that you like and share this video as you're watching it. And if you love the comments, it's great to see that thumbs up. And I will just get on with the show. So we've got a couple of questions that have come up. We've had a couple of weeks break and a couple of questions that have come up, and I'll just start running through them. First question is from Margot. She was asking, Margot asked, Alvin, the flu shot's been in the media recently and about its effectiveness, and it might be too early or not too early. What are you recommending? Yes, Margot, this question has been in the media. For whatever reason, it's come up this year, and the whole question this year about the flu shot is whether it's too early to get it. Here is my view, and we'll just go with that. So the flu vaccination, the flu vax lasts about 3 to 4 months. So peak season usually if you look at Google flu trends, peak season for the flu is between the months of June to September. So it's optimal that you want to get it done in April and, between periods of April and May. So you want to get it done soon, so it covers you for the start of the season there, Margot. So my recommendation would be to get it done now. We've been doing it in the pharmacy all this week, and we're rolling into April any week now. So, and it's just a matter of also exposure. Depends who you're going to be hanging around and who you're going to be coming into contact with in your workplace and life situation. You may need coverage earlier. But in general, we'd be recommending, and that's why it's good to get it done as soon as possible. You'll find that most of the pharmacies are getting it in stock. Most of the general practitioners, the surgeries will be having their vaccinations available. We've already got ours. We have qualified pharmacists that can vaccinate you Monday to Friday. So if you need more information, come in and see us. You can book online, or if you're not in West Brunswick, you can go visit another pharmacy. Most pharmacies are doing them now. You don't need a prescription, Margot. You can just come to the pharmacy and we will vaccinate you. There's an administration fee. You'll also be aware, perhaps, I'm not sure, Margot, what your age is, but over 65s are part of the National Immunisation Program. And they don't have to pay for their vaccines, but they will typically, when they go to the pharmacy, they will typically pay for an administration fee. That is that. So just to conclude, Margot, the flu shot, I would be recommending that you just get it done ASAP, and that'll cover you for 3-4 months. It's not recommended that you get a top-up flu shot. That's not really what's recommended. And also, it's a good idea if you're pregnant as well. It's very safe to use during pregnancy, so you want to make sure that you get that sorted. And it's safe to do so. While we're on that discussion, Margot, pharmacists who are qualified to administer vaccinations are allowed to administer the pertussis or the whooping cough vaccine as well, which I've spoken about. before in one of the other episodes. So, yeah. Flu shot, Margot, hopefully that answered your question. That's been in the news recently, and we've tackled that one, so just get it done. Cool. Next question today is from Stacey. Also, another media-related question. Pharmacies and pharmacists have been in the media. She's asking, been scrutinised about their ability to write medical certificates. What's the deal? Yes, Stacey, we have been in the media a lot, haven't we? So, medical certificates. We, as pharmacists, are all able to do them. Most pharmacies and pharmacists will be able to do them. We are able to provide an absence for leave certificate, as it's called technically, on a limited basis. So what we mean by limited basis is we can give you a medical certificate or absence from work certificate for a maximum of 2 days. We generally, we only ever give it out for conditions based that are within the scope of our pharmacy practice. So obviously, we are not doctors. We can't give you a certificate for something that we're not able to diagnose properly or professionally, because we're just not trained to do that. We will be able to give you, pending, there is a whole criteria and there's a whole consultation process, which I think I've spoken about before, that you'll need to satisfy before we can issue you with a medical certificate. So typically you would go to your pharmacist to get a medical certificate for plain everyday kind of things like colds, flu, diarrhea, that kind of thing. And if you're eligible, we'll be able to give you a medical certificate. So I think it made the news, Stacey, because there were some employers who were not recognising a certificate from a pharmacist, which is, if you look at the Fair Work Act, pharmacists are able to issue absence from leave certificates, and it's legal and it's good to go. So we are all good to do that. So Stacey, yes, we were in the news, whatever. Come down and see us, and if you need a medical certificate, and we'll just put you through the same consultation process that we would do. And it's super convenient sometimes to see your pharmacist. You don't need to go to the doctors. Obviously, the waiting game there. If you go to a Bob Willing clinic, then you save the government some money as well by not swiping your Medicare card. Awesome. Stacey, thank you for your question. The next question is by Farouk. Farouk is asking, with winter coming up, what are my options for vitamin D? I don't like to take capsules. Yeah. So vitamin D, really important, especially this time of the year if you're not going to be outside. And coming into this time of the year with winter coming up and a lot more people spending time indoors rather than being outdoors and naturally absorbing the vitamin D. So many different options of vitamin D. The two main ones that I really must apologize about this quality of video. I'm terribly sorry for it. Hopefully it's getting better. But so the two main types of vitamin D that I recommend for, and I generally don't recommend capsules unless it's the only way that you can get it down, because capsules, they will need to break down in the body and then get into the bloodstream and then start working that way. So the two different types I would always recommend that you can buy in a pharmacy are the vitamin D drops. So vitamin D drops you can put depending on your dose that you require, and I've spoken about dosages before, based on your blood results, or as a general maintenance, you want to try and get at least 2,000 to 3,000 international units of vitamin D a day, and you want to do that in the morning. But you can get it in the form of drops, which you can put the equivalent amount of drops in a glass of water and have that every morning. You can also get it in a spray, where I'm really enjoying the way the spray works, because it's a nanocell spray. So basically the sprays have this special carrier system that you spray under the tongue, and you get a superior dose of vitamin D into your system, and it builds up your vitamin D levels a lot quicker. And the spray is super easy to use, just a couple of sprays if that's what your dose is, under the tongue or onto the side of the mouth every morning, and that works really, really well. So Farouk, there are your vitamin D options. And then of course you can go to compounding pharmacies and get them in other forms as well. But the drops and the spray are the way to go. Excellent. Farouk, great question. Thank you. The next question we have is from Susie. Thank you, Susie. She's asking, now that we're approaching winter, how can I start boosting my immune system? So, yes, we are getting into winter. We are getting into cold and flu season. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong very soon, hence the flu shots and everything like that. So the first things that I would be typically recommending now, Susie, are to get your diet sorted. So increase your amount of fresh fruit and vegetables. Get your green leafies happening. Always, always important. And definitely be getting rid of those carbohydrates, those refined carbohydrates. Not the good ones, but the bad ones, the naughty ones like your bread and pasta. And definitely upping your fruits and getting rid of the sugar. So from a dietary aspect, that's where I would go. And yes, you can use fruits. They do contain sugars, but they're going to be okay in boosting up your immune system and not having any adverse effects. So that's the diet sorted. We want to also look at having some zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D supplementation. That was related to the question before. Farouk didn't mention that. But so zinc in a powder form, also vitamin C in a powder form. I would start to build your body's levels up for that. A lot of people don't know if they're zinc deficient, so you can come into the pharmacy. Most pharmacies will test to see if you're zinc deficient, but I would just be on it. If you know you're prone to getting sick and you want to look at proactively boosting your immune system this winter, zinc in a powder form, easiest way to do it. You can also get vitamin C as well in a powder form, also easiest way to do it. And the vitamin D, as we discussed, in the spray. So that's where I would start with in terms of natural medicines. Also, probiotics are really good. There are various strains of probiotics that we can recommend, or your pharmacist can recommend, that will be, if you start now, by the time winter comes, you will have a really strong immune system. Mushrooms are also useful. Astragalus, I think I spoke about a couple of weeks ago, also very, very useful to take. Just got to be aware, we're a little bit reluctant in you can get some cold and flu natural medicines that contain natural ingredients like andrographis. We generally save the andrographis for acute infection. So what does all that jargon mean? So andrographis is really good at fighting off infections. We don't necessarily use it as a preventative option. You can do it, but it's best saved for if you do get the cold, then you can start adding all that on top. And at the same time, if you do happen to get a cold, bumping up your levels of zinc and vitamin C and vitamin D as well. So that's the strategies I would start to take, Susie, to start boosting your immune system. There's a lot that you can do there. And I would encourage you to come in and speak to us or speak to your pharmacist, wherever you are, Susie, and they will walk you through that. Pretty common knowledge. Awesome. Questions done. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. Just want to reiterate again, I always appreciate it if you like and share this video. It just helps spread the word about some of the great work I believe that we're doing, and if you want to support the show. Also, if you want to support the show, we would really love it if you give us a review on Facebook. Same thing, it just increases our visibility. If you want to come in and see us, if you want to come in and have an in-depth consultation with one of our pharmacists, you know we do things a little bit differently over here. You're more than welcome to call and make an appointment and come in and have a consultation with one of our awesome pharmacists that are here all the time. So please make sure that you leave your comments below, leave your questions below. I'll do my very best at answering them. Apologize again for the lighting. Need to work that out. But great. Have a great Easter, and I look forward to touching base and answering more questions next Thursday. The time is flexible. Oh, speaking of flexible times, I'm also open to feedback. If you have some feedback for me on how I can make this show more valuable and more useful for you, please send them through. Okay, thanks guys.